Hi, welcome, good evening. How is the Monday going for you guys? Um, Welcome to the early show with Latha Srinivasan. Where are my followers? I hope you guys had a great weekend. And hi, Mohit. I hope you all had a great weekend. And hi, Tiagu. I'm looking forward to the week, looking forward to some exciting things. I'm good. Thank you so much, Tiago. Hi. So, um, weekend, I hope you all had good rest. I, of course, had a lovely time, chilled out. No, please don't send me any request to be in the live. Hi, Satish, Ben, how are you doing? So while we are, while I'm doing a series of lives with celebrities, thank you, and so on, I also thought it's important to promote what is Indian and companies and products from India, because we don't talk about it much, and especially in the field of cosmetics. We always think about all the international brands and we always want to buy all the international brands, but there are numerous Indian companies which make fantastic beauty products. Not as well known, of course, like you'd compare it to a Maybelline or a L'Oreal, which are global companies, but these are boutique companies which are selling top-notch products, which women and anybody who's interested in beauty products, of course, would love to buy. And I think it's important that we, discover more of these companies and get to know them better and spread the word, because many of them are growing by word of mouth, mind you. It's not large scale publicity that they're doing, but by word of mouth. And my friends and people that I know have used products from various companies. And today I'm speaking to the co-founder, and she's also a scientist, one of the three scientists who founded Disguise Cosmetics, and her name is Shivangi Shah, and we're going to be joined by her to discover more about Disguise Cosmetics. I'm just adding her. I already did the live with Megha Akash, so not for the near future. Today it's about Disguise Cosmetics, beauty products, go vocal for local. And I'm waiting for Shivangi Shah to talk to me and let's chat more about this.
Hello.
Hi Shivangi, I can't see you though.
I'm not sure. I can see myself frozen, but
Yeah, I can't see you. Is your Wi-Fi connection slow? Because
let,
it has to do with the Wi-Fi.
yeah, let me just have a look 1 second.
Okay, I'm just gonna cancel that. So let me just add her again. Oops, I always do this. I always end up flipping the camera. She's very strange. Okay, I'm just gonna add her again. I'm just waiting for Shivangi. I think you guys should go check out disguisecosmetics.com. Go check it out right now. See the kind of products that they offer. They're vegan friendly, which is one of their biggest USPs. So I'm just waiting for Shivangi.
I reconnected right now.
Hello?
Yeah, can you?
I can't see you though. Okay. Hi Atul. Hi Sunanda. So if you go check out, hi. Hi,
Hey.
finally I can see you, yes.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Shivangi?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So how has it been during the lockdown? All well?
I have a 2-year-old kid, so I feel it's quite easy to be busy still. But yeah, it's been okay. It's not been so bad. But yeah, let's see.
Okay, that's great to know that all of you all are safe, and I'm sure your child is keeping you very occupied. But like I was telling our viewers, you're one of the three scientists who co-founded the Disguise Cosmetics company, which is doing pretty well. Your USP, of course, is that you're very vegan friendly, and if I'm not mistaken. So tell me, how did you guys decide to form this beauty company?
So actually, we're all three friends who have worked in the beauty space in the research team. We're a little bit more of beauty geeks, so like we love the process of creating products more than. So it's been a great experience for us. The idea for Disguise Cosmetics was actually a coffee table chat where we were one of the few things that we were surprised about was that a lot of companies still continue to use ingredients that are not vegan friendly. Like there's a lot of keratin being used, there's a lot of carmine, which is insect origin, etc. So it's something that we feel, considering that all three of us are not actually vegan, but it's something that we're vegan in progress. We definitely feel that it's not as easy to, two of my co-founders are hardcore non-vegetarians. So for them to have made the change, it's been a slow process, but all of us have been trying in our own ways to, make the change. And it's also about all the products, like you said. The Indian beauty industry is dominated by multinationals or the bigger giants. Also, most of the products that come in are like created for the global world and launched in India. So we also wanted to create products that are more suited to our climate as well as skin color. So that was the reason why we started Disguise Cosmetics. It was all about actually creating products that we love, and the brand took place over time, basically. It's been work in progress.
Okay, that's great. I saw that you do have lipsticks, right? Which I
Yes.
think you're very well known for. And then you've just recently introduced, is it kohl or mascara? What was the product?
It's a kajal.
Ah,
It's a
kajal.
kajal. Yeah,
Kajal. So,
yeah.
you've not really diversified, like, launched a 20 range kind of products thing. You're going step by step, isn't it? What was the idea behind starting off with lipsticks per se? Because I think that's got your biggest range.
Yeah. So actually, with lipsticks, it's something that if you look at Indian market, most people or a lot of women love using lipstick. So it was the first product we wanted to launch, and we wanted to make sure it was, we wanted to do a curated range to some extent, which is not super extensive, such that it's also confusing for a lot of people in terms of making a choice. And we also, worked a lot in terms of looking at the shade, which has undertones that suit Indian skins and a larger variation. So we're usually a little bit more on the gray, on the yellow undertone, as well as like the warmer undertone compared to the cool undertone. So we wanted to try and select colors that suit most people and are an easy choice. Because when you also have 48 lipstick shades, when you're trying to buy online or buy in general, it's a
Yeah.
very difficult choice to make as well. So that was the
Yeah.
whole idea behind starting with lipsticks and getting it to a certain color range.
Right. So one of the things I wanted to ask you, which I think would also be helpful for people, for women who are buying lipsticks is, in terms of the shades they should buy, depending on their skin tone, do you have any tips of, for women who are going online and choosing lipsticks, like what color skin tone and what, lipstick shades ideally should go here?
So this is something I feel like you should do what you feel super comfortable with. So for example, when we've launched a black lipstick last
Yeah.
year, which was actually a part of our Halloween collection.
Okay.
And clearly, I'm the older one amongst the three of us. So when Des suggested, I was like, there is no way anyone uses it. But the sort of response we got, even with the black color, as well as like the messages or emails being like how much they love it, and the amount of freedom it gives to them to express themselves, and they love it. I feel that's what gives us a lot of joy. And I feel also it's about your personality. Today, if you feel like, if, I don't feel anybody should be telling you what looks good on you to some extent. If you're comfortable wearing, like a neon pink, go for it. But it's more about your personality. The only thing we try and do is just that we kind of try and make the colors like deeply pigmented so that you get a rich color. It's super comfortable. So we work on those aspects. But I feel in terms of color, it's really like everyone's personal choice in what you like.
Okay. So what are you wearing right now?
It's called Mauve Mentor. It's one of our newer shades. So I'm a person who wears either the nude subtle colors or a red. There are no other colors in between that I like. So these are my colors.
Okay, awesome. So one of the things, of course, you don't have a product range for hair yet, but I
Yeah.
think, Indian women or even men and their hair, we spend a lot of time focusing on our hair, the kind of products that we use. Is there something new we can expect from you guys on that front?
Ironically, like my partners have worked a lot in hair care, but that's not definitely not in the plan currently.
Okay.
Actually, we have a lot of interesting skincare and makeup in the pipeline. So actually, one of the new products that we've just launched like today and tomorrow is basically a CC sorbet. So the whole
Okay.
idea is it can be used as either a makeup primer as well as it kind of usually people confuse dry skin and dehydrated skin. So, a lot of people have dehydrated skin, which is the lack of moisture or the retention of moisture. So, this product is very well suited for people who have less of moisture into their skin. And it also is very nice. It's a very refreshing feel where our climate usually is quite warm. It's not the
Yeah.
same right now in Bombay, but usually it's more on the warmer side.
Yeah.
So that's a new launch that's happening tomorrow. But we have a lot of really fun stuff. Like we planned to launch, an eyeshadow palette, which will be like choose your own shades and make an eyeshadow palette. Hopefully, it comes
Yeah.
out soon. But yeah, well, there are a lot of interesting products, more in the makeup and
Okay.
skincare space.
That's great. I mean, that's great that you're doing skincare because I think that's so important. And somebody is asking whether it's hydrating or moisturizing the CC.
Uh, It's actually hydrating. So basically, it's hydrating. Moisturizing is also a sort of word that can be. So there are a few things. It's a little bit maybe too much information, but basically, when you have very dry skin, sometimes you either need moisture, and when you have moisturization and hydration are a little bit similar. So you can keep your moisture in by forming a film, like you sort of form a film on your skin, so that there's a less evaporation, as
Right.
well as you hydrate your skin. When you have super dry skin, it's a little bit, it's called more nourishment, which is trying to put more oils also into your skin. So I would say it's hydrating and moisturizing actually.
Okay, super. Now, one of the things I noticed about your products is that they're very reasonably priced. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
it's not like over the top pricing which you find with some of the international brands, right? Was that a conscious effort on your part?
Actually, yes, I'm so glad you noticed it. Because actually, what we also notice is, as soon as, like products are made vegan or, more natural or whatever, the price that comes along with it is
Yeah.
so exorbitant that actually doesn't allow most people to make that choice easily. We wanted to make sure that in everything that we do, where we are available as a choice that is affordable, but our quality will always remain. Even if you look at our packaging, we've really spent a lot of time on trying to design it, and like things that we're happy with. At least, you can try it out and let us know if you feel otherwise. But let us know your feedback. So we always wanted to make sure it's a choice that everyone can make easily. We also try and take back our plastic, recycle it. We want to make sure that in our own small way, we can make a difference, in terms of the waste we create or, the sort of products people can use and things like that.
Okay, okay. I think that's fantastic because the price point was something I was very happy with when I looked at it because somebody I know has used your products. And I was like, wow, if it's high quality and reasonably priced, it's more accessible to a lot more women and young girls in particular who, splurge on makeup, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's great. And if it's going to, make sure that your skin remains great, it doesn't, because a lot of people get allergies and so on and so forth, with the kind of ingredients in some of the products. Like even I've experienced that. So that's fantastic. So now that you're doing a skincare range, right, which you're working on and you've actually launched one of the products today, is it going to be for different types of skin as well?
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, we try and keep it more general. but at the
Okay.
same time, it would be suited for specific sort of skins a little bit better. So we
Okay.
also have a rainbow glow oil, which is one of our best sellers. It's super light oil. So we've also made sure we choose the oil such that they have a low protein content, so more suited to people even who have sensitive skin, won't cause as much won't cause irritation. Having said that, all natural products have their own allergy things, so we strongly recommend everybody should always test it.
Right.
But we make sure that when we make the choice, we are looking at the safety profile of each raw material we use to make sure that it's as safe and as good for you as possible. So rainbow glow oil is also something that people with oily skin have also been very happy using. So they're more general, but they're always with the skincare. It's better suited to some kind of skins.
Oh,
So it
okay.
is a bit.
Yeah, no, which I completely understand. Because even when you're using your aroma oils, right, you have to be careful, and usually they say test it out because they're very
So
strong.
we try not using them because it's something that the reason why is essential oils are very potent, and actually it's another thing that people have this concept, like this thought that natural is very good for you, which we are. I mean, it's everybody's choice, but natural is it comes with a lot of things. Like if you read even the if I had to give you like a pineapple and tell you this is the chemical constituents, it'll look like 20 chemical compounds, which you actually don't know the concentration of, or you don't know like what extent they're there. So with natural ingredients, especially like essential oils, you just need to like be more aware that it has multiple components in it as well. So it can cause allergic reactions. It's not always necessarily suited to people who have sensitive skin. So
Right.
we try and stay away from it just because, like that awareness as well as like people using it might not be as careful, and, we wouldn't want any sort of adverse reactions happening.
Right, right. Somebody's asking about vitiligo marks, whether natural cosmetics are great for those.
Vitiligo marks, what about it?
Whether natural products like yours, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's okay to use it over them.
I mean, it's okay to use, but in terms of like solving it or reducing it, I'm not sure it's going to help
Right.
in terms of
Okay.
curing it or.
Okay. One of the things I forgot to ask you, I wanted to ask in the beginning, why did you call it disguise cosmetics?
This is a question we get asked a lot. Actually, yeah, I don't know if it was the smartest idea we came up with, but my co-founder Des, she was someone who always like since was a kid loved fancy dress competitions, and she loved like dressing up and really going all out. And the idea came from that because it's also like disguise. Everybody thinks is about hiding. It's all about like, oh, I'm ugly and I'm hiding. But the idea we actually named it disguise with was more, have fun, be creative, and do what you want. Like use your disguise to be who you want to be. The whole idea was like, one day you feel like dressing up, go ahead and do that. So the idea was more to be creative with the looks you want and use that as your disguise.
Okay. So, how has it been for you during the pandemic? I mean, are people still picking up stuff from you guys, or is it like slowed down? Have you seen any kind of change?
I think like it's definitely, I mean, the first few months, obviously, we were non-operational, but I feel like people are still buying. People are still continuing to buy makeup, but you see difference in the sort of products being bought. So I feel like we're seeing a lot more uptake of our kajal or our highlighter sticks or things like our rainbow glow oil versus lipsticks. So our lipsticks have definitely gone down a little bit. But having
Yeah.
said that, I still feel people like the idea of, once in a while just getting dressed, even for your Zoom call or whatever else you want. Just a little bit once in a while.
I know,
So,
because the thing is, even if you're wearing a mask when you go outside, you
yeah.
still, have to look nice when you're sitting in front of a camera talking,
Yeah.
chatting with people. So obviously, you still need your, makeup products. Maybe not a lot of the other products, but definitely lipsticks and kajal, basics, right? I mean, everybody
Yeah.
tries, right?
I mean, for me, I feel like I look like I'm dead or, not awake when I don't wear kajal. So I feel like I barely like even go down to buy groceries without kajal. It's something that I feel like I need to have.
No, I
But
absolutely agree with you, Shivangi, because I'll tell you, I have not worn, I mean, like, kajal for me is an essential. I've been, right from my school days, that's something that I wear. And whether I'm in the house or whatever, it's like I always wear kajal. I think it's a very Indian thing. I don't know.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So now, since the time you launched your your company, the brand, and till where you are today, are you guys must be extremely happy with the way it's been received, the kind of comments you're getting. What are you looking forward to doing next?
Honestly, for us, we're like science geeks to some extent. Between the three of us, we're varying degrees of that, but largely we love the process of creating products. So, the whole process of actually like thinking about it, like going through the raw materials, like deciding what we add, don't add, and actually see it come together. Honestly, is the most satisfying feeling, at least for us. So I think the process has been incredible learning. I mean, in addition to that, just starting a company teaches you so many things that you never think about in life usually. I mean, at least for us, like we worked in the research team, it's very far away from trying to sell a product or, creating a brand or, getting like, I mean, anything related to creating a brand has been a big learning experience as well as, even the most boring things like accounting has been things that we've had to learn to do. So actually what really drives us is creating new products, and that's something we're going to continue doing a lot of. We have a lot of amazing ideas, and like hopefully I don't know how soon we can get it out, but we hope sooner than later.
Okay.
So
Now,
yeah.
interesting is that three of you all are young,
Yeah.
and
I'm not exactly young, but the other two are. But yeah.
yeah. Okay, but you're still young, to start out as entrepreneurs and to make a success of your company. But how much, like, do you guys have a lot of arguments, or do you agree on, strategies, on products? So is it smooth sailing for you guys as a team?
Um, Honestly, it's been incredible. Like, I mean, it's not just to tell you, but it's been surprising because, frankly, you can be friends, and once you start working, you can start hating people. But I feel like it's been very easy. There are a few things we don't agree, of course. We always have disagreements on a few aspects. But somehow, I think it's well understood if it's like, for example, a question of design, which two people get to make the decision. If it's a question of, how much money, like, what we do with advertising or, different aspects, who gets to make the decisions. So usually we have like a combination of two people who can make the decision for each different attribute, because I feel like between us, we understand who's better at what. And I feel it's not been as difficult as I would have even imagined earlier.
Okay, okay,
So yeah.
that's so. As an entrepreneur, what are some of the things, tips or advice you want to give other aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to set up their own companies or to want to launch products?
I would say one of the big things is be ready for surprises, because even the things that you'd expect like would be like, okay, this is so easy, it's gonna happen, does not happen. Like even the most basic things, you have to be someone who like, can adapt and do it. And also I feel become an entrepreneur for the right reason. In terms of, it's something that you should really want to do. A lot of people think, oh, like a job, whenever you're at it, the grass is always greener on the other side. You think that, why would I work for someone, or this job is really painful. It might be easy if I start my own thing. It's definitely not easy. So if that is the reason for starting, don't do that. But yeah, if it's something that you're passionate about, or you really want to learn things, because I feel like being an entrepreneur teaches you so much. Like I just feel like if you have that ability to learn, I feel like there are so many things you can try and learn when you become an entrepreneur. So.
Right. Okay. And finally, my last question to you would be, what is the best feedback you've got from your consumers, those who use your products?
Sorry, feedback? I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
No. I said, what is the best feedback you've got so far from people who've used your products?
I feel like I don't remember so much of it, so I feel bad because honestly, if I mean maybe later I'll text you a few feedbacks, which I feel like I keep it with me just because I'm like, oh, this is so nice to like. I mean, the effort a few people have taken to write about what they think about our products and how it's changed their lives. I feel like it's a really great feeling. But I mean, overall, I feel, we've got incredible feedback in terms of, the terms of product performance or a lot of things, which I feel overall, I mean, it's been a good experience for us.
Okay. A lot of somebody saying you're such an inspiration. I don't know if you know them personally,
Yeah,
but
I think so.
but
But thank you.
but it's great that you guys have been able to start out on your own and you've made a success of this company. But do you have any personal goals?
Personal goals is, I feel like success is relative. We need to make it much bigger, much more available, and a lot more people for at least to try our products.
Okay.
Because I feel like if we really want to like be able to get more people to try it, use it, give us feedback or whatever else, so we can continue to improve. Because I feel like a conversation with the people who've used it has really helped us even, create our new products, a lot of ideas. Everything comes from a lot of the people who use our products as well. So I definitely, I mean, there's a lot more we need to achieve. I feel like this is just the start for us.
This is just the beginning. Okay, great. Thanks so much, Shivangi. And I'm definitely going to order some stuff. I wasn't able,
Oh,
but I love the lipsticks which you had, and I love kajal, so I'm definitely going to get that. So thank you so much for chatting with me.
thank you so
Wishing you
much.
very best, and I hope you guys go on to do bigger things and become much larger than what you are today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye. See you. Take care.